JT from JT Coin Rings, and right now I am finishing up this 2008 Bald Eagle coin ring right here. I'm almost at the finished stages, and this is a pretty tough ring to make. It's not like working with the 0.99 silver rings. This is a 90% silver, so you have the copper in here, which makes it a pretty tough ring to work with. So today, I want you to follow me in that process, and I'm going to finish it up, and hopefully I can start another one. I have out this order a Morgan coin ring that I start here. Kellen L, how you doing? I have this Morgan coin ring that I made here. Turned out pretty good. So this has only have to be cleaned and everything. Kellen L says still boycotting. Don't boycott, Kellen L. Don't boycott. So we have the 2008 Bald Eagle ring that I'll be finishing up today. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do it before it gets too late. And I don't want that to happen. So let's start that process. 2 years or so later. It's still boycotting. So what we're going to do here, we're going to warm this coin right up. Got my flame here. Hope everyone's doing well. When you come on in, hit that like button. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and anneal this coin. Kellen Nell said, cool. In about a year, you be down there in Baltimore? I'll be here. So there we go. Now I'm able to manage. I'm able to hold this thing in my hand without worrying about it being all burnt up. My fingers being all destroyed. David Carlisle, how you doing? Thank you for coming today. Jimmy Johns, what's going on? Fort Worth, Texas. Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you. I love your videos. Thank you. I'm just a guy who turns coins into rings for everyday wear. I appreciate you coming. Now that I wind up nailing this, remember I have to size it. So this ring right here now is around an 11.5. I want to make it a little smaller. Bring it around a 10. That'd be nice and comfortable. Maybe a little smaller. So what I want to do is put this tape on here, which is called Monsters tape. Plumbers use this tape, but in coin rings we use it in order to protect the detail. Now a coin like this, which gets hard pretty fast, pause, you want to make sure that you use a lot of tape because you want to protect the detail. So I wrap it about 25 good times, right? Because when you put the coin ring on, when you finish the coin ring, you'll notice a couple things when you lose the detail. Number one, you notice that the wording may be kind of like pushed in, scarred. Number three, you may see some of the details, like say for instance, the eagle, it may be like wiped away, like real smooth. The third thing is that the coin ring will have like scratches from it going down the die incorrectly. So this tape right here protects you from that at least. And you'll see the difference when you start to see the color change of this tape. All right. So there we go. Just continue to wrap it. There we go. So I'm just make sure now you see it's wrapped completely. And that's what you want to do. Make sure you wrap it completely there, and it protects the coin from every angle, okay? The next thing I want to do, I want to pick which Swedish wrap I want to use. We call this a Swedish wrap because the person who created it is from Sweden, all right? I have like 3 types here. Each of these Swedish wraps have different like angles, okay? And I like using the ones made by Jason Works. He takes a lot of time in creating these things, you know. Very good detail, very good quality. So let me see, boom. So this one here, let me see. Can this one go in there? Not just yet. I don't want to squish it too much, so there. So I'm gonna go here. I have 4. I think I said I had 3. And what I want to do is use a plunger. Okay, hold it. Use the plunger to knock it down a little further. And this right here pushes this ring to the bottom of the Swedish wrap. All right, make sure to apply that pressure. As you see, it's coming out. All right. But you have to be really careful because you don't want to damage it, the detail. So what I do is use a same smaller plunger, turn it around, and try to press it down a little further. This is a 1-ton press I bought from Harbor Freight. Pretty inexpensive for those who like the coin rings. There we go. And it came out to the bottom. Now remember the color. See that color? That lets you know that that pressure has really been on that part of the coin ring. And this pressure here is what I talked about. It's important this tape is there because I want to protect that wording. I don't want it squished up. I want it still to be visible. So the coin ring owner can have everything that was on the coin. And as you see, it's starting to form as a ring, right? And this phase that I'm putting it on is a phase that I'm trying to add a little bit more shape to the ring. Okay, still right now it's the 11.5. Okay, let's see, can we make this a little smaller? So what I want to do is take this tape off. I got to heat it back up. But let's look at it. Let's see if we can examine a little bit. Okay. All right. So we have here, you see this shape? It's kind of an awkward shape. Let me tell you the shape I'm looking for. Okay. This right here is a 0.999 fine silver. This is right here is called the emoji. You know, the emojis that your kids use in their phones. And this is like a kind of the shape that I want this ring to go. This is a much bigger ring, of course. But this one here, as you see, the walls are a little bit more straighter. And these walls kind of taper in a little bit. They kind of here and they go in. I want to kind of bring that even kill because there's like a little tail of lump here. So this is why I use the Swedish wrap. You want to go from one size to the next. So since I already went past this size and it came down to the bottom, the next one I want to go into is this one here. Okay. And see how that fits in? Voila. Now, it won't fit that tight when I put the tape around it, but this is the next one I want to use. So let's do what I need to do for that. And you guess what it is? It's light it up. Everyone, thanks David Carlisle for adding the channels, sharing the channels below. We got John Mark Coucher, Cullen L. If you're not on that channel, please go join them. Go check out their content. Thanks for sharing, David. All right. So the next thing I want to do is quench it. There we go. That's it right there. Now the coloring change and everything. There we go. All right, let me wipe that off. All this darkness of the coin will definitely be wiped off once I finish the process. All right, let's go ahead and wrap this baby up again. As you see, the details in the steps are basically the same. Sometimes a coin ring can take a couple minutes to make. Sometimes it takes some hours. Like this right here is part 2. Part 1 of the video is already out. It came out about 3 days ago. And I wanted to finish this process up. Are there anyone inside the chat that makes coin rings as well? Put a 1 in the chat. Let me know what, and if you do, if you have a channel on it, let me know. I always like seeing tips and seeing how people make their rings. Yesterday on TikTok, I watched Coin Ring Maker make a ring from a silver quarter. I believe it was Puerto Rico. I think it was. David Carlisle said he don't. There we go. So I'm just putting that tape on there real heavy, guys, as you know. Real heavy. How many people in the chat stack precious metals? How many people in the chat stack the precious metals? And if so, how long have you been stacking? Tay Weezy, how you doing? Tay Weezy's in the house. Thank you for joining the chat. The champ is here. Thank you for joining the chat. Today I'm making a 2008 Bald Eagle coin ring. Part 1 has already been out. I put that out like 3 days ago. So I'm finishing up this ring. Right now, the size is 11.5. My goal is to bring it down to a size 10 and at the same time, keep the shape. I have to change the shape. Now with this Swedish wrap, I'll be doing just that. Most definitely. Thank you for showing up on this Sunday. You can be anywhere on YouTube. You chose to be here. And I appreciate that. Everyone in the chat, you have David Carlisle, who is the moderator. If you have a channel, David will put it down. And if you haven't if you're interested in learning about gold, silver, stacking, there's some channels listed in there as well. You can check those out. Now see how much that pressure, how that tape changed color? That lets you know there's a lot of pressure on those walls. So let's check the size now. Right now, it went up a half a size. It's a size 11. But guys, I want to take it down a little further because I have this Morgan ring at a size like 10. Let me see. Let me check. Make sure. This is a 10.5. So I like to bring it around that size a little lower. This is like for men rings. So let's do that. Let's do that right now. Okay. So I'm gonna try to push it down a little further. Just a little further. Put a little bit more tape on it to protect it. That is starting to go down a little bit. There we go. But that made me know how long you've been stacking precious metals, gold and silver. If you've been stacking, how long you've been stacking, tell me your story. Because I've been stacking silver since 2000, the bottom half of 2018, and I did tell a story on me selling 95% of my silver. I still have a little silver left. Silver I do rings with, my children, but my goal is to stack slowly next go around, not buy too many premium silver coins or rounds, but focus more on buying weight for the silver, buying more generic. I'm still going to get coins like the American Silver Eagles, Canadian Maple, stuff like that, but not a lot of the high price silver, because I find they are pretty difficult to get rid of this time around. So I think I've learned my lesson on that. Now I may still buy some coins that I like to get, like to buy. Like you may find something, oh man, I really have to have that. But you really want to be careful and not get too caught up in the hype. So that's what I'm learning. That's what I'm learning, guys. Well, one of the biggest things I've learned in this journey now. So I would buy more bars. Bars that's kind of known, so it won't be hard to sell. There we go. All right, so we got that. So now we want to make sure we go down a little further. There we go. I gotta put some weight behind it. Sorry guys, little shake. I had to put some weight behind it. Get it angled. You see that? See how the tape look? That you know is a lot of pressure there. All right, so let me check on the size of this. This will happen for me not putting it back where I'm supposed to. Okay, right now it's around 9. That's a good size right now. Let me start taking it off. Cindy Osborne, do you make rings for the public? I do. I do make rings for the public. If you go into, once this video is over, I'll put in the description my website, which is jtcoinrings.com, and I can make rings out of anything. I have rings such as quarter rings. You know, I make rings out of $50. I also make rings out of foreign coins. You know, foreign coins, like this one is from Jamaica. I make coins out of rounds. This right here is a bigger, chunkier one. This is from the 2022 Pac-Man coin. So yes, I make, and also if you have coins from your personal collection, I can also use that to make rings as well. Yes, so Cindy, I would love to make you a ring. If it's for you or a loved one. If the ring is small enough, like a quarter ring, a quarter coin ring, I can engrave your name in the inside of the band. There's also so many things that I can do that, definitely for the public. All right, so what I'm doing now is taking off this tape, which when I layer it the way I layered it, it does take a while to come off. So, but I like doing this because once again, you got to protect the detail. Cunning Oak, how you doing? Thanks for coming in today. Cunning Oak, just a reminder, I am making a 2008 bald eagle coin ring. This is from the commemorative coin ring set that came out in 2008. Over 100,000 of these coins were minted in that year. It's a 90% silver coin, $1. And what else I can tell you about this? Okay, so far, this is it. Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Hey, love you too. Thank you so much. Appreciate you coming in. There we go. See? Now, it's starting to come together. And like I said, this ring wound up becoming a size 10 and a half. Now, I want to bring it in a little further. Maybe to a 9 and a half. Okay? It's everyone join each other's channel. Appreciate you coming in. I love to see a crowd come in on a Sunday. This is going to be a stunning ring. And let me tell you why. Let me see if I can get close to the detail here. Yes, I can do a Swedish wrap. Matter of fact, I start doing it for this one here. I brought it from a size 12 to a size 11 and a half to a size 11 to now a 9 and a half. This is why I love this coin. Now, you can't see it really because of the darkness of the fire scale, but this is why I'm picking it. See that detail there? This is why I picked this ring. Just in case I wanted to get a little bit of it off, which I will get a lot of when I do the cleaning process. But just to show you why I'm glad that Boss Dog gave me that. Look at that. See that detail that's going to be in that coin ring? It's going to be a lot of the feathers, and it's going to be a nice chunky ring. But I'm really happy that detail is going to show. Okay, let's bring that down. Okay, so like I said, I want to bring it a little bit more. It's going to be a nice, very nice detail. Okay, let's see what size of this ring again. Okay, we got like a 10 and a quarter. Let's bring it down a little lower, because I want the rings to be different sizes. We have a 10 and a half. This will be like a 9 and something. Then we'll get a smaller ring when we do the $half. All right, so we're about to use this Swedish wrap again. Put it inside the water. There we go. Nice little quench. I love the sound of when the hot ring hits the water. coin that depth needs some serious annealing to stop these edges from fraying. Yes. And splitting. Yes. This is a really pretty thick coin too. I can't think of, I didn't do the measurements. I can't remember the measurements when I looked it up on Cornerscope. This coin is going to be very durable because of 90% silver. And I love the detail in it. Yeah, it is definitely best. I love the coin sound. Sometimes I get upset when I don't hear it. I'm like, it wasn't hot enough. But you're absolutely right with the advice you put there. The coin, that depth needs some serious annealing to stop those edges fraying out and splitting. Yes. I found that this coin was very hard to stretch, a lot harder than I expected, because I do 90% silver coins. But this one here moved like a copper coin. It was really hard to move down my ring stretcher. So I wound up putting it inside of the Swedish wrap early. So here we go. What I'm doing is wrapping it again. This is going to be a beautiful coin ring. So I want to make sure the detail stays intact for sure. And then I'll be on to the next ring. This order has three Morgan dollars, and it has $1, the 2008 dollar coin, and it also has a $50, which is a Booker T. Washington and Carter G. Woodson. So I have all those orders that come along with this here. So definitely a lot of orders. So here we go. That's right. Hit the like button for JT. I appreciate it. Thank you, sir. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. There we go. Also, now we got the nice detail. It's going to be covered from every angle. Okay, Swedish wrap time. I always put my coconut oil inside, and that keeps it Hey, David Carlisle, yes, David Carlisle was the first person in and the first person to like. That's one thing for sure. David Carlisle's going to hit that like button. And one of the best moderator I have on my channel, for sure. Okay, so there we go. Swedish wrap there. We're going to place that in there. Use the 1-ton press. Let's press it down. All right, we got it there. Now we go to the next step. What I like to do, I hold the bottom, then lift it. Then I use the other end of the pusher, the Delrin pusher. There we go. Hold the bottom and pull it from the top. Now that should be definitely the size I'm looking for. Looks like a thimble. Okay. And see that tape definitely protects. See how the blue there? Okay. So this is the lowest I want to get this ring. And then I start cleaning the insides and stuff up. The money level show in the house. Yes, sir. Daryl Dominic. He just finished with his live stream less than 30 minutes ago. Thanks, David Carlisle, for putting that inside the stream. Go check out the money level show one of my favorite shows on YouTube. He has some of the greatest minds in the macroeconomic space, such as you have Jim. You have Rick Rule. He has on the daily. Jim Rogers. He has on the regular as well. He talks about mining. He had someone from Tektronic on there yesterday online talking about discovery mining. So if you go in his channel, you'll definitely hear a lot of things that's pertaining to precious metals as well, and commodities such as oil, electric, gold, silver, anything that we need to ensure our future. Okay, so there we go. We got the coin ring as small as I wanted. Now it's about shaping it. And there we go, a size 9. Okay, that's the size I wanted this one, because around 10 and a half, 9, one of the things that were asking me is to make these different sizes. So that's what I wanted to do. This is the first ring, which is the Morgan dollar ring. This is a Morgan dollar ring. And this right here is a certain size. Beautiful ring. I love this, the way this turned out. All the detail. This is an 18, what year is this? I thought you know, a 1901. I'm sorry, a 1901 Morgan dollar. And this is 2008. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and fix that read it area and also the cut area. Thank you. It's, it's not finished yet. We got to have, as you know, still got some more to do, but I really got to the size that I wanted. And what I do is capture the silver, use my deburn tool, and let me do this because I want to protect the inside. So usually what we do is the tape. Gotta make sure to protect the inside. It's kind of hard. What they used to do is put tape inside here. And of course I don't have it down here. All I want to do is just slowly remove. There we go. Slowly remove the silver from the inside lip. There you go. The inside lip of the reeded edge. This is to help with a comfort fit, okay? There we go. There we go. Just want to remove that inside lip. I'm going to do something different with this coin ring too. Usually I leave the reed, but because of this ring, I want it really shiny. I'm going to remove the reeded edge and kind of shine it out so it has a nice mirror finish. Give it more of a classier look. Okay, same thing here. I do the same thing on the cut edge. And just turn the ring clockwise. There you go. And just remove the inside layer. Okay. And when it's time to shine it, I'll shine that area up. I'm going to reduce it as well. If you are poor like me, works metal and copper and nickel, yep, the Dremel. Yep. I need a I have my Dremel. I wish I had the lathe. You see a lot of coin ring creators use the lathe, and they just place this inside the lathe and just remove the metal that way. But like was said in the comments, sometimes you gotta do it the economical way, you know. And that's what I'm doing, just removing the inside of that cut edge and the reeded edge. I'm just going like that. Not killing the detail where the wording is, but just going inside because I want to make sure that's smooth out when that time comes. All right, and I capture all my silver inside my little brass contain pot there. And when I finish with it, I place all my silver, which is 0.999 silver in this one, and my 90% silver in another one. Yeah, the lathe is overkill. Yeah, it's true. But there's so many things I would like to learn to do in the lathe, like make just to kill the inside the ring, so I can place other metals there, like the outside of the ring. I mean, so there's a lot of things I would love to do with the lathe. I would like to learn one day when I can get there. But a good lathe is about $2,000 and up. So guess what? That can wait. That can definitely wait. Okay. So what I like to do now is reduce it a little bit more with the 17 degree. So we ain't making machine parts. That's true. That's true. You know, the art of coin ring making has gotten so big lately. You know, it's so many people are doing different things. The lathe has added another dimension to coin ring crafting. Okay, we're coming over to the 6-ton press. He says the value is in the hand tools. True. The value is in the hand tools. Yep. And that's what makes the craft. So many things have kind of removed us from doing it by hand. And I agree with you. I want to perfect this method before I go to another. Do it to the best of my ability. But let me tell you, I do find inspiration from seeing where the craft has gone, you know. What I want to do is push this down. It's going to move it below a 9, but a 17 degree dial. That's it. Then I want to turn it around to the cut edge slightly. Here we go. Okay. They're done with cheap anonymous crap. Are you people want the handcrafted stuff now? Yes, that's true. I think people are starting to take a lot of, pride, and they really want the handmade stuff. I agree with you 100% with that. I do want to learn how to put like jewels in them as well. I do want to learn that. That's true. They are dumb to cheap stuff. They want people who are doing this stuff by hand. And I'm glad finally people are starting to wanting to pay for that, There we go. Put a little light on it. There we go. Just a little bit more. Okay. A little bit more shape there. Bring it down a little bit more. And then like right now, it's the cleaning phase. And off to the next ring. There we go. All right. Now it's time to clean that scale off, and I'll be cleaning the inside and the cut edge. Let's get that size. Right now, it's an 8 1/4. So that'd be a good one, 8 1/4. Then I got the other ring to be 9 1/2. So he's giving these rings away on a giveaway. And he wanted me to make them all men's sizes. Starting at 8 1/2 to 10 1/2 random sizes. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying my best to make sure the customer is happy with its purchase. You know, make sure they're happy with the purchase. Okay, let's go here. Got to take this off. My hands are greasy. Okay. There we go. Got to take this off real quick. There we go. So the next thing I want to do is take some of the fire scale off. And then this ring will also be cleaned as well, along with my Morgan. But I'm going to do it when I do all the rings. When I do all the rings, I do them all at one time. So, you know. Thank you guys for coming in. Let me know who's in the house. So put a 1 in the chat. The ones are still listening, I appreciate you too. But if you're inside the chat, put a 1 in the chat. Little things like that help with an engagement. Let me know you're still in the house. The Money Level Show. He destroying Chris Tucker Rush Hour 2. He destroying the classic. The Money Level Show said I'm destroying the classics. It's purely entertainment, man. It's purely entertainment. All right. Now, where did I put it? Today, it's crazy. Oh, here you go. Okay, what I want to do now is take this cling cycle here. Adam Jam is in the house. Adam Jam is in the house. Adam Jam, this is your order. Everyone, these are all Adam Jams in the house. He's the reason why we destroying these classics. What you want to do here is remove that scale. One thing about the 90% silver ones is that they hold on to patina really well. So I think I'm going to make majority of them like polish, but okay. Now, I want to show you the difference in what we had before. Okay? Let's take a closer look. All right, so the detail that will be displayed on here. Okay, so this is the detail which I loved about this side of the coin. You see the cluster stars here. Let me show you the cluster stars. United States, right? On this side, you have the reef. Now, I still have some more shaping to do with this, more cleaning, of course. The wings you have on this side here, the arrows, the reefs, okay? And this is what I loved about the coin. That's why I picked this part. Thank you so much. Okay, so this is going to be cleaned with patina. But you see, nice chunky ring. It will be really different. We have the Morgan, which I showed you earlier. That detail. It's a 1901, which I really love the way this came out. We chose to do the obverse side. Okay, this will be shined too, all as well. Have a nice shine when I start cleaning them. I clean all the rings at once. Okay. Okay. So that's that ring. And this will be the 2008 Bald Eagle. Okay. Let's bring it back out. Okay. So that's we got that there. So now I'll be doing that cleaning with that soon. The next phase of the rings from this order, you want to do a $50, which I'm pretty excited of doing this $50 because I never done the Booker T. Washington coin. I never did it before. And this is the Booker T. Washington and George Washington Carter. The George Washington Carver, I'm sorry. $50. Let me tell you what year this is from. I want to be exact. I think 1952, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, 1952. Let's see here. So you can see a close up to it of this year, this ring, of this coin. All right, this is the coin I'll be working next. Okay. 1952, 90% silver. Okay. This right here is the reverse. Okay. But I'm gonna show the ring on this side. This is the side I'm going to show. I think it's going to be pretty cool to see all of the lettering that go around this ring. The sad part of this is that I see that the money level. Daryl is ignoring. So I'm ignoring the jokes. I'm gonna get to your jokes, Daryl. I think I'm gonna use it on the obverse side. But the sad thing is this: is that I'm going to be messing up the face. You won't see the whole entire face of Carter G, Booker T. Washington, and George Washington Carver. That's the only thing I'm sad about. Let's go into these jokes. Let's go to the jokes because Daryl likes to joke. Big bicep JT almost took the table down with that. Not a four. Oh man! Look, I'm telling you, you get a lot. You get a lot of workouts when you work with these 1 ton and 6 ton press because you're constantly cranking. You're constantly cranking. Bill Bottoms, how you doing? Bill Bottoms, how you doing? He says, I like how JC is classy and ignores my jokes on the live. This is my brother from another mother. Bill Bottoms in the house. Thank you so much for joining, Bill. I appreciate it. All right, so that's the next coin that I'll be working on. So let's start that process, and then we'll finish it up on another live stream, okay? Because we got some more Morgans as well. We have 2 Morgans here that needs to be done as well. That's right. Booker T. Washington funded Tuskegee. Then he brought on George Washington Carver as a professor, and they both taught lessons on character to the students as well. George Washington Carver, as we all know, came up with hundreds of reasons and ways to use the peanut. Booker T. Washington was a great mind, not just helping start in Tuskegee, but he also was a powerhouse in the civil rights movement early on. He also made sure the Back to Africa movement took place by taking industry to places like Liberia, where my father was from. Also, he went to places like the it wasn't Cameroon, the Congo. So it was a lot of places he took the technology. His whole goal was to say, take this industry back home where you're from and make sure you make use of it. And he used one of the quotes that Booker T. Washington stated, which I liked. He said that leave your underwear and all your socks at home. We make them here at Tuskegee. He was big on being self-sufficient, and that's one of the things that he taught at Tuskegee. So he was definitely a pioneer, not just an African American pioneer, but an American pioneer for what his thought and the things that he did for the Back to Africa movement, and also allowing stopping laws that would keep certain people away out of America. He made sure he fought to say, hey, everyone needs opportunity. And he did a lot with the Booker T machine, or the Tuskegee machines, what they call them. So beautiful books out there about this topic. I know Daryl said he's going to do something about it real soon. So check out the Money Level show. He's going to mention some things about that. Oh, awesome. David Carlisle said his son graduated from Tuskegee with honors. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's what's going on. Tuskegee. We got a Tuskegee alumni parent in the house. Thanks for sharing that, David. Thanks for sharing that. I had a lady who wrote a book about Booker T. Washington come on the book club that I'm a part of, and she went to Tuskegee as well, and she read she read Booker T's memoirs, his own notes, over 4,000 pages, 15 volumes that she read in order to do this book that she's preparing to do. So yes, that's awesome. But I appreciate you sharing that. I definitely love hearing that. But like I said, Daryl Dominic will be doing something real soon on his channel about Booker T. Washington. So I'm looking forward to that. And when he does that, I'll make sure I make the Booker T. Washington coin ring around that as well. So right now I found the right washer for it. It says I have Bill Bottom says I have an old 2-ton that wasn't made in China, so I can use a cheetah pipe. Okay. Yeah, you have a 2-ton press? Okay, I definitely need something like that, because just for when I do the Morgan dollars, Morgan dollars are rough to do. That's why I make sure I'll have no other orders when I'm doing Morgan dollars, because it takes me a little time to bend and fold those. If you have problems with the Morgan dollars in the chat, let me know as well, because Morgan dollars give me some issues. It definitely gives me an issue here and there. Okay. David Carlisle says the buildings were built with brick made on site. That's true. He also said we make our own bricks. People don't give Booker T as much credit as he should have. he really had, and he didn't, and put it like this. This is what I learned also from reading the book. Booker T. Washington didn't build Tuskegee. He came on as a principal of the school because he was around 22 to 25 years old when he was asked to become in charge, and that's when he started looking for people like W.E.B. Du Bois or Du Bois. Also looking for great teachers and inventors like George Washington Carver. So yes, he was definitely a revolutionary, and they did some great things. They built a lot of the things, and they also gave their students jobs. They also created industry and jobs in Alabama. Definitely ahead of its time. Only use a cheetah when I punch the holes. Yes. So, Bill, how are you with Morgan dollars? Because that's one of my hardest things to make, because they're really hard to fold. That's why I use the 600 press at times. There we go. Right over here to my 600 press. Punching the hole inside the $half. Okay, let's see how it turns out. This one here always gives me an issue because it's rusty. It's rusty. Let's come over here. Okay, so only use the cheetah when punch. Yeah, I want to know, how do you feel about the Morgan dollars? Okay, let me get this out of here. Those Morgan dollars, yeah, they are stiffer. Yes, they are real stiffer. Man, good gosh, they give me so many issues. But like I said, I do my Morgan dollars. Now I know why a lot of coin ring crafters charge a lot more for Morgans, other than the years, of course. There we go. But they are, kind of tricky to work with. You may see some Morgan dollars go from $100. I've seen Morgans go as high as $225, $250. Okay, there we go. We punch that hole in it. Okay. Now I want to use my deburring tool. Use that deburring tool. And I want to clean that punch out right there, right? All that silver, remember, I collect. That 90% silver I collect. And the 0.999 fine silver I put in this container here. You see that it's starting to pile up. And what I do after I get it, I melt it with my silver, and then I make something else out of it. I have a rolling mill. I can make another piece of jewelry from it. Or I can make something like a silver pour. I'll be doing a video about that real soon. There we go. So what I want to do is just clean it inside out. Okay. There we go. Gotta be real careful with this deburring tool. This thing will skip. There we go. And then I want to take some sandpaper and go right in. Now let me show you what's left. We don't have all of George Washington Carver's head. We do have Booker T head showing. So I will have it inside the pendant that comes along with it. So this is what we'll have showing. Okay. For a smaller punch would get a lot more, maybe less than a 1/2 inch punch. This is a 1/2 inch punch. Anything smaller, I probably get a smaller, a lot more detail. But unfortunately, this is what we'll be showing. So it'll be Booker T's head and the wording around it. So it's still going to be a beautiful ring based off the detail and everything and what's left. Okay. Now the next step, and we have the punch here, which you'll see the face of George Washington Carver there. See that? All right, so we do have it there. So I'll make sure I put that to the side. We'll keep that as a pendant. Okay, that's George Washington Carver. Now, the next step is annealing the coin. You want to anneal the coin. All right, come over here and place that there. And anneal the coin. Right, I annealed every fold. Okay, get my cup of water here. There we go. You know I love to hear that quench. All right, so Bill Bottom says, on the dollars, I have to anneal after every fold. I believe it. I think I have to use it on dollars also. Don't have many of them. Yeah, I have to use it on my every fold as well, because you never know. You want to examine after every fold, and also on the ring stretcher. All right, so we got that going there. Now we want to use one of our stabilizer cones. Let me see. Okay, want to turn that around. What I use is my initial starter cone. Place that right in the center. There we go. There we go. We got it right there. We started the fold. Started that fold there. Starting like the little hat. Okay. Now what I like to do, so I don't destroy any of the inner wording, I take some sandpaper, right? Maybe some 400 grit. And what I do is I start to removing that inner lip. Removing the inner lip. This will help me to save the spot when I go to do the burring. If I start to do the sanding in the folding phase, it removes that lip. I learned this from my friend from Fold Coin Rings, David. David taught me this. He learned it from another coin ring guy. He passed it on to me. That's what usually happens. We usually pass on trade secrets for those who like to share them, you know? That's why I love watching the videos of people making their coin rings. Okay, we have troll practice. We have, I can't find a decent small flame gas bottle torch here in the UK and Great Britain. Yeah, I need to I like to get the small one as well, especially when I start to use soldering. I know Peppy Tools have it. In the UK, you may can get it from Durston, because I believe they're over there in Great Britain, if I'm not mistaken. All right, so if you see closely, for those who know, what I was doing is using a sandpaper to clear that lip. As you see, it's kind of like flat there. So I won't have to use my deburring tool at that time, okay? So that's why I was using the sandpaper. All right, so the next phase is to heat it up. Okay, David called, be right back. Have a bad connection. Okay, thank you. Bill says, this Saturday I had 3 people tell me I was committing a felony. I tried to educate them. Don't know if I was successful. They was telling you it's time for you to go to jail. They're like, you cannot destroy coins. It's against the law. Yes. I've gotten that as well on the videos, and I had to look at the law, and I luckily found something from Fence Kids. And I put that in the video to help me to explain. And I haven't gotten many people hitting me up about it recently. So let's go to what the Money Level show. So he was a real capitalist. It said, I sold a lot of copper and silver with a Dremel micro torch, which fills with lighter gas for annealing. I have to use a dirty great plumber's gas torch. Okay, I tell you, you have definitely learned how to make it work. You definitely have learned how to make it work. If you have if you have a YouTube channel, I'm gonna check it out. I want to see your work. Okay, we are working on the 1952 Booker T. Washington and George Washington Carver $50. This order is for Adam Jam. So far, we have done 2008 Bald Eagle and 1901 Morgan Dollar so far. Durstons are great. I have their rolling mill and lots of the other stuff. Yeah, I would love to have a Durston. I don't have any of their stuff, but you know, I know they do make great tools for jewelry making. I'm still learning. I want to learn soldering and all that stuff. Everyone knows that story. You know, I definitely want to one day I'll be able to get everything I need for my coin ring business. So many things I would like to get. So many things. All right, the next thing is folding a little bit more. I'll make sure it's even. There we go. Peppy Tools gave me a free tool. Peppy Tools gave me something free maybe a year ago. All right. And I've been on their channel, so it would be nice to one day be on Durston. You make mainly jewelry? Oh, wow. I don't have a YouTube for my craft stuff. If I make one, I'll let you know. Please let me know, because I would love to see. I love seeing people make their craft. You know, I love it. I love picking up from it in YouTube University. I always tell people they should start one. Because you have an audience. Look at that. So this is how it folds. As you start seeing it starting to form as a ring. Okay. It's like a hat. Okay. Or a fly saucer. All right, we're going to the ring stretcher. All right, so let's go over there to the ring stretcher. There we go. Okay. You kind of shy. You know what? I'm an introvert. But, when it came down to this, I learned that, when you're doing your craft, so many people will come by and they were like, they love seeing the process, love seeing the work, and it kind of helps you to get it out. Because you'll be focusing on the craft, and before you know it, you'll become accustomed to everything. But you know what? I work in the industry, in the laboratory at my main hospital here in Baltimore. A lot of my coworkers are shy as well. And I kind of found out that a lot of people who works in the lab, they are like, introverts, and they like working by themselves, tasks. I find it the same to be by a number of people who make jewelry. They have the same personality. I think they have the same personality. They really want to work on the craft. So it's amazing that I find that that characteristic is similar. I do like working by myself on certain projects, and coin rings help me do that. And I said, hey, if I'm doing it, I might as well put it on film. And that's what's happening right now. You do a good hour or two and just making rings and talk to people inside the chat. And before you know it, man, that shyness go away. It rusts, unfortunately. Oh yes, you talking about Booker T. Washington. He was also the first black man to be invited to the White House by Theodore Roosevelt. Who are you talking about? Booker T. Washington? Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's funny. My middle name, as everyone know, my dad is was from West Africa, Liberia, and when he named me Johnson Tiwolo To, and my middle name it means to bring peace. Now, I don't know. I don't know if that's 100% true, but that's what he told me it meant. It means to bring peace. So hey, maybe I lived up to my name. If that's the case, glory to God. I appreciate that. You look at home in front of the camera to me. I try. When I got into college, I became a deacon at my church, which that helped me out a lot. Really, becoming a leader in the church helped me out a lot when I was younger. Then, when I got to college, I wanted to learn how to be courageous in front of people. So I ran track in college, believe it or not. I ran track in college. I ran a 200 to 400 and threw the shot put. But one of the things I did, I went to the theater club. I joined the theater club because I wanted to get the courage to talk in front of people. I was horrible at acting, but it still taught me how to be comfortable in front of the camera or in front of people. So it was a process, definitely a process. But I learned that, as on YouTube, it was nerve-wracking to really be on camera. You see yourself, you hear yourself. And if you look at the videos I have on here, I have over 800 videos. So I believe that you got to practice, and eventually it'll become easy to you. 800 videos, so I got a lot of practice of being in front of the camera. in some form or fashion, right? Oh, thank you so much. That means a lot. That means a lot. That means that, hey, I lived up to my name. Yeah, nailing the corn is one of my favorites. I tell you, getting it hot, and that part right there, quenching it. That right there is one of the best parts of the ring making process. I'm telling you, if you start your channel, you'll be surprised, really. When I used to do Silver Talk with Eli from Urban Lifestyle Channel, man, you talking about somebody nervous. And he said, JT, stop being so stuffy. When you talk to me on the phone, you're full of life and you're full of... I was like, I know, but it's different when I'm on camera. And I think doing shows with him, seeing his character, it helped me out a lot as well. Me and Daryl from the Money Level Show was just talking about this recently. And he been doing live streams recently as well. And I said, man, he said himself, it's a perfect opportunity for people to really see his personality, because he's very smart and very articulate, but his personality comes out in a conversation. I had an opportunity to meet Daryl in Silver Spring, Maryland last year, him and his beautiful wife, and you definitely can see the personality come out when you're right there in the presence. You know, I call him the golden child because he's good at multiple things. We have here, now you start seeing the ring starting to form, okay? But you see up in this part, it's like a little bow, right? I need to bring that bow down. You see, you can definitely see that hat. It looks like the hat that J.J. Evans used to wear from Good Times. It also looked like the hat that Gilligan used to wear on Gilligan's Island. You know, that little bow, little bucket hat, right? Let me read the chat here. He said, Dave Colott, my connection is bad. Can anyone see me? Is my connection bad? Can you please put a 1 in the chat? If you can see me, if you can hear me, let me know. Yes, this is one of those Chinese ones. That one of those, yes, generic Chinese stretches. If so, I'm about this right. This thing is brutal. You definitely tell the truth. I always told myself I'm going to save up to buy me a Peppy Tools. I talked to David. He's been telling me, "Oh, JT, don't worry, I'll get you a discount." And I'm like, "Yeah, I gotta get me a new one." So I wasn't giving me a Peppy Tools because I had the Peppy Tools, the bottom portion. I bought that. That was created and helped designed with Skylar Jenkins. So I bought that some time ago. But I need to buy the actual stretcher. Yeah, hate to use it on nickel. Yeah, those nickel, copper, whew, them things are tough. Nickel and copper, they make it very hard to make rings. And the thing rips, yeah. So make sure you get the one that has 6 fingers. Okay. Yeah, I heard that, to really open up, that's the main difference. But since I've been making corn rings, this is the only one that I have had. So, thanks for that advice. Because I don't really know the splendors. I didn't know much that they had one with 6. I'm sure that makes it more powerful and everything. I can see you and hear you. Just get behind. Okay, got you. No problem. I got you, David. There we go. This 90% quarter, half dollar is way easier than that 2009 bald eagle. Definitely easier to maneuver. There we go. And what I'm doing is turning it counterclockwise so it can be evenly stretched. Now when it gets hard for me to push, that's when it's work hard. Okay. And there you go. You're starting to see that half dollar make it to a ring. Still have a lot of shaping to do with it. So let's go there. The non-ferrous and ferrous metals. The non-ferrous metals are the ones that can be, I think, quenched correctly, and that's what we have in the gold, the silver, and we have steel and stuff like that. That is the ferrous metals, if I'm not mistaken. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. Sometimes it confuses me, but I think it's correct. I'm trying to confuse anybody in the chat. All right, so let's. Oh, not the non-ferrous. Okay, cool. So let's show you so far how this looks. Okay. So you can see the detail that's in the ring so far. Okay, all right, let's share. All right. The ferrous rust, right, like the steel. All right, let me find, you'll see a little bit of Booker T's head. Okay. If you see the nose, you see the mouth. And when you put the patina, the wording is around it. Okay. And I'm sure you'll see the year. I'm going to search for the year. There we go. The 1952. Okay, the 1952. All right. And so far, it's starting to shape. Get a little clarity there. Ooh, it's a little fading. Let me bring it back. There we go. All right. Yeah. It got a little blurry there. But now, let's see what size it is. Wow. This right here is a size 12.5. So let's do this. So what I like to do, let's bring that size down a little bit. Let's bring that size down a little bit. Let me see, what size can we make this? I don't want to use the 25 degree. Okay. It's the only thing about when I move stuff around, guys, I forget where I put my stuff. What I'm looking for is right here. Voila, right in my face. David Russo would fuss me out right about now. He always told me organize my workstation. This is the plate for the Peppy Tools ring stretcher. And when it was designed by Skylar Jenkins and Peppy Tools, they put the 17-degree die on one side and the 25-degree on the opposite side. Yeah, he would fuss me out right about now. He's like, man, your place is a mess. He was so tidy. He had the cleanest workstation, you know, everything organized. So he would get on me every time. I gotta call him. I gotta call David. I miss him. I haven't talked to him in a while. So we have here, and I'm going to reduce it. Let's go here. I couldn't use the 1 ton, but I'm being lazy. Okay, so let's go here. I'm doing a 1 ton. All right, let's do the 1 ton. Right there. And what you want to do, I find my little top. Make sure it's even. There we go. There we go. That. All right, and that reduces that a little bit. Ooh, that looks good. I like that. I like that a lot. And let me show them the Peppy Tube lube. Place that there. And now we want to do the cut edge, just like we did the reeded edge. Okay, so what you want to do is place that on top again. Make sure it's still on there even. Make sure it doesn't make it crooked. Oh, there we go. See? That would mess the ring all up. There we go. What I want to do is there, slowly. That's it. And here we go. I will clean it up, of course. Voila, we have there the Booker T. Washington and George Washington Carver $50 coin ring, okay? Still got some cleaning up to do. I will clean the inside up. This is a size 11, okay? Size 11. So we have 3 rings done so far that we still have some cleaning to do. We have the Morgan, 2008, and we have the Booker T. Washington and George Washington Carver. These will be cleaned up, and I'll take pictures and put into my community tab and stuff like that, okay? So let's go here. Let's change it. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank you all for joining me. Let me see. There we go. Bam. Thank you all for joining me here on this Coin Ring Hour. What I wanted to do is just show you the process of finishing off the 2008 Bald Eagle, and then also going into the one for Booker T. Yes, I do the reshaping on the mandrel and stuff like that, and a rawhide hammer. Yeah, I've done it before as well. Matter of fact, this is the one I use for that, and not my plastic one. And I don't have the rawhide that's what I've been meaning to get. This is the only one I have, the teardrop, and I have my brass one, but you definitely can't use brass. So the rawhide would be the best to reshape the ring, like so, using that method. I don't do it often, but depends on the size of the coin. Like smaller coins, I do it. And if I'm trying to look for a certain pattern, I use my Fritz hammers to put the patterns on. But that's a good question for the reshaping. And what else? I have 2 more Morgans to do. I may come on and do another live. Definitely, if not tonight, definitely tomorrow to finish those up so I can mail these out. But I appreciate you all for definitely coming in and keeping me company. It was definitely appreciative. And all the new people, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. And it also helps if you go back once this video is over to leave a comment. Let me know what coin you would like me to see me make a ring next. So what coin would you like me to make a ring for my next video? If I pick your suggestion, I will definitely comment you inside that video for the inspiration. So please do that. If you like to support the channel, please do this. Like the video on your way out. If you'd like to support the channel monetarily, there will be a Cash App inside the description at the end of the video when I put it in, and also a PayPal. But if not, I do appreciate your presence. I do appreciate your comments and your well wishes. And coin rings, it's another way to stack, another way to put silver and gold in your stack. And I believe what the stacking community says. If you don't hold it, you don't own it. So you can hold, own, and wear this precious metal made as a coin ring. Guys, take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Peace.